a little background sound there. All right, so it is time for our market recap. It's Wednesday. It's after 4 o'clock. Market just closed. We're watching NVIDIA and Snow. And Lee will be joining us shortly. I believe he's
I'm right here.
filling. Oh, hey, how's it going, bud?
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud. So this is probably just going to be another 45-minute stream of live trading. We're going to talk about the market for like 2 seconds.
Like always.
Yeah. So you guys said you were all bullish on NVIDIA, right?
Correct.
Okay. And I am going against the grain and saying I was bearish. But it was
why are you gonna put us on the spot like that during this live stream? You're gonna either make me feel really sad or yourself. So
yeah, no, that's true. I mean, it keeps us in check, right? It keeps our hubris in check.
so
I'm basing mine purely on my historical reactions to NVIDIA at earnings time. So don't put that. Don't give that too much credit. It's just it's more of a gut feeling than any analysis.
I will wait until I'll wait until after it actually happens.
Yeah, because you actually looked at it. I haven't had a chance to look at it today. So
my camera's always blurry, like it's from the 1980s or something.
Yeah, you gotta put a tennis ball where your face is, and then just move into it so it focuses. Man, sorry, I'm just also watching Spy After Hours.
All right.
Yeah.
Watching. Wow, what was that?
Don't worry about it.
Is that you trying to short it right there? Oh, come on, push, baby.
You don't worry about nothing.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring I'm gonna lock in 2 of my grids. Okay, maybe 4. No, I want 2.
Yeah, it's just a little block trade, nothing serious.
This one. All right, I'm watching Snow as well.
Yeah.
You know what? Both at the same time. But anyways, how was the market today?
It was all right. I don't really know. I didn't get to trade much today. So we're working on a lot of back-end stuff for our Discord. We're doing the not supposed to talk about it yet, but there's a little sneak peek, super special surprise. Hopefully, we'll have our new features that we've been working on will be ready within a week or 2. So I'm pretty excited about that. But it's crunch time, so we have to do a lot of work on that. Which means I'm just kind of sitting on my hands when it comes to trading. I did put out a FUBO alert this afternoon, I should say. Oh yeah, there goes Snow. Little volatility there. But yeah, so the market was super red earlier, and then we got a great bright green pop. We kind of expected some sort of volatility around the our Fed talks and stuff like that. So just kind of par for the course for these kind of market conditions right now, as far as I'm concerned. So we're just trading the short game. We're getting in and out, trading the volatility off trend lines and stuff like that, and really patiently building down swings if that's our preference. But the most trader participation is in the short-term stuff right now. You've been playing some shorts though, haven't you?
Yes. What's going on over here? We got some movement in Snow, huh?
Did you short Snow?
Yeah. No. I'm bullish on Snow, man. But I brought out this new feature that I was working on, and I decided to put out a short watch list. So I will have entries below a certain price to play to the downside. So I started doing that today, and all of them hit targets, and we played 4 out of 4, I believe, on the short side.
Yeah, you said you were 4 for 4.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
So I'm gonna keep doing that now. Yeah, every no.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
It's all right. Let's take a look at this one. I mean, it's just coming down to where it was before, right?
That's it. Yeah, I'm looking at the bigger picture. Yeah, it's coming down to the same level as it was 2 days ago.
Yeah, and you had a beautiful double bottom here. Little like a minor confirmation there, but it's still underneath that longer trend line for now. So you just gotta just watch the confluence and then see if it holds. It doesn't look like it's gonna hold, but we'll see if it gets bought back up, right? There we go. That's rough.
That is pretty rough. I'm gonna see if the release earnings here.
No.
It's like it wants to jump right off, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, there's contention, but it's not significant here.
It looks like it's gonna sell off for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty unhealthy.
The video's holding up ever so gently.
I'm just kidding. Oh, I gotta go with my gut on this one. That's not technical analysis. So. You guys got. Oh, let's see if we can catch that 25%. See, that scalper brain just kicked in on that impulse for
I know. I'm thinking the same thing.
I'm like a fish looking at a lure as it's going through the water. I'm like, oh, let's jump on it. Without actually jumping into it, we can assess it, right? So right here, I'm just going to follow the impulse down until it forms a bottom, which it has right here. And I would take an entry right here, very tight stop, very small position because it's super high risk. And my target's going to be 118.18 for a very quick pullback. And this is pre-confirmation. It's a high risk scalp. So if you're looking to trade this along with me, probably like 114-ish is a good entry with a tight stop below 112, like 70. And then a target of 118.18. So let me go ahead and draw that out. So we'll say 114.33 just so people can get in if that's their thing. 118 is going to hit 9 out of 10 times. I wish I could just draw my lines. So we're going to set it just below that because of the risk here. And then we're going to have a super, super short risk tolerance on this. So maybe 112.72 looks good. Okay, so we're getting ourselves a greater than 1 risk reward. And we'll see if we can push through this target a little bit. There we go. 118.18 hit, and it went a little above that. So hopefully if you did trade that, you got filled. It's a little 2% pop.
That was nice.
That's it. Yep, just watching it, right?
Yeah, I actually did just play it. I played it from 113 though. So
nice. Good stuff. Yeah. And I told you this was going to turn into just live trading.
Yeah,
That's what we do when we're together.
Well, I mean, during earnings season, why not? Because when earnings is over, we're just going to be talking about the market, and people are going to like, what happened to the live trading? So
yeah. Well, a lot of this, as I said before, it's just more of the same, right? It's a lot of short-term volatility. We're seeing a lot of push and pull. We're not really seeing a lot of clear direction that's in the favor of long traders. We had the Fed talk, and that's that, right? So the uncertainty for that particular catalyst is resolved, but there's not much. There's not much in the front burner right now, right? The monkeypox stuff is all pretty much factored in as far as I'm concerned. Tech is dragging stuff down. Look at what happened to Snapchat, and then that bounced a little bit. There's just not much going on except for things like this. A little pop.
Yeah, nice little pop on snow.
Yeah. But also, I see we have Top with us. We have Debo. I see Catherine and Nikki. How's it going, guys? If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to slap them in that chat. Let us know if you guys traded that. This was super high risk, so if you didn't, I completely understand.
Oh, also Splunk had earnings as well. Let me see what they're doing.
Ooh.
Splunk, actually, yeah, they're up 7%.
Beautiful.
Got a nice wall at 102.
Mm-hmm.
But this one,
stuff.
This one's a good one.
Yeah.
So yeah, we also have snow. Yeah, it's trying to push a little bit higher here. Maybe it hit over 120.
Yep. So for these, the strategy here is that the certainty is that 25% pullback. We get that about 90% of the time. So 75% of my position is locked in. I have a little keyboard next to this. I have 2 computers set up. So I trade on one with my left hand on my left keyboard, my right hand on my mouse, so I can show you guys what I'm doing. So 75% of my position is already locked, and I have hotkeys set up. I have it set up on both accounts here so you guys can see it. Now I'm leaving 25% of that position left to see if it gets up into this 50 to 61.8% range, at which point I'll sell 15% of my original position, which will leave me 10% to go up higher if it wants to. But for right now, I'm just waiting to see if it's going to pull back, because the certainty aspect of that, the period where we kind of can anticipate a certain outcome, is resolved. We've already had the bounce. Enough people that have shorted have bought back in at this point. So now we have to wait and see if a trend or a new setup is going to develop before we can trade anything else with confidence, which is why we leave a little piece in there just in case, especially for these earnings plays, right? And then this way, the remaining 25% has to go 3 times lower than my average for me to break even or take a loss. So since I have the stop loss here in place, of course, it doesn't work after hours, so I have to use my eyeballs and my fingers. But since I have that in place with a little bit of a limit offset for the volatility, I'm not going to encounter that situation unless the stock gets halted or something and then gaps down, right? So it's just an easy way we can trade and not.
Yeah, I mean,
overcommit.
Nvidia's down, but it's slowly dropping, but it's not a big drop like I thought it would be. I don't know if that's because we haven't seen earnings yet. We would need to just
let me check. They didn't put anything in the
keep
SEC, right?
looking.
Sometimes companies will do stuff like this, and they'll put out their earnings, their 10Q, 10K, whatever, and their 8K with an item 2.02 and a 9.01, like you see right here. Sometimes they'll release it the night before, and you can kind of get a head start, and that's pretty cool. But some companies do, some companies don't. Can't control that, unfortunately. But it's always worth checking, and this is why you guys want to do nightly DD, especially if you're trading things going into earnings, because there's that extra risk. So SPY did pull a SPY today.
Yeah, and this was I was kind of gonna looking over these earnings and kind of see by how these react, how tomorrow may turn out for the overall market. I was hoping that it'd be more to the bull side, more to bullish side of the earnings, but no, we got down. So I think that maybe we set off some tomorrow again.
Yeah.
Just because these earnings really do affect the market, especially like Nvidia. If this decides to just keep dropping off, this could really affect the sediment for tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's kind of the hand that we get dealt, right? When these bigger companies have their earnings, especially tech. If they go down, it kind of scares investors, and they pull a lot of money out of other stuff. If it goes up, then we tend to see a sooner surge in the market, and then whatever the impulse is, we usually get a correction soon after. So if we get if we get some red tomorrow, we'll probably get some bright green and maybe in the afternoon or early Friday, and then a hard sell off again, most likely because 3-day weekend and all that stuff. So it's just the timing of things, rather than trying to get out ahead of them and guess and stuff like that. A lot of times it's a lot safer just to wait for things to happen and then trade the reaction to it, which is why earnings are so scary. So it's good stuff. Snow is a little green. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we already got the pullback. So I'm letting the remaining 25% of my small position ride. I grabbed it down here in the 114.30s. And we're just waiting. It's just like a 2% profit. It's not anything huge, but if it doesn't fall below this, we might get a little push up into a healthy bearish retracement up to the 50 to 61.8% level. It all depends on how strong it is, right? So if this were upside down, it would be no different than a strong impulse to the upside, right? We know there's likely to be a retrace, which we got. It was just happened to be a shallow retrace so far. And then since, if it's a shallow retrace, we tend to see faster, more aggressive continuation, which in this case would be to the downside. If it doesn't push for a new low, though, we might have a little bit of a trickle into a healthier recovery zone, retracement zone. Jeez, sorry. And then we'll probably see continuation anyway. So big old H shape.
Yeah. So so far, we've just seen a lot of red with these earnings. Yep. I mean, even Splunk is coming down a little bit there.
Yeah. Just the nature of the beast right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. Here it is.
What else we got going on? Anything going up after? Oh, Cal is up. It's back to 20 cents.
How long for?
Probably another couple hours. It fluctuates, right? So we knew that it was that 20 to 25 cent range is critical for that stock. So it's just kind of hovering around there, and I'm not going to really focus on it too much until it breaks above there or below there with some intent. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's all we can do. And I mean, the market actually digested the news pretty well, I thought.
Yeah.
We had a push into the end of the day, but that's kind of what we expected, right? We expected a push into the end of the day, and then likely tomorrow may just continue going down and
Absolutely.
sell off. So also, I feel like don't we have a 3-day weekend coming up?
Yes. Yeah. Memorial Day, Monday.
Yeah. So I think there will be. I don't think we've reached the bottom yet. I could be totally wrong. And I hope I am. But when I'm looking over the charts and I'm seeing where strong supports are, I think that there's some room for more downside. So once we find the bottom, which I feel like in the next week or so, then we can maybe start buying some positions once we see that bottom formed. So
absolutely,
just gotta be patient. Which one's that? SPY?
Yeah, it's SPY on the weekly.
Look at that! It's like 8 weeks in a row, just red.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of waiting till things happen, because if you tried to trade the SPY long term or any stock really, this is the weekly chart. So if you just held this and if you just bought and hold, there's no guarantee this is going to turn around any time. We know that there's a rough probability of things, impulses and corrections, kind of resolving themselves within 8 to 10 candles on a given time frame. It's relative to the time frame. This is right in the middle of that zone right now. So this is a good potential for a reversal on SPY, but it's not a guarantee by any means. And it's on a higher time frame, so we'll have to wait for the entirety of this week candle and the next week candle to play out before we know anything about that pullback, right? Just kind of a little law of supply and demand, and we can't rely on anything until we see a confirmation. So it looks very tempting here, but we know how the market works, so we're not going to chase anything too aggressively.
No, we are not.
No. Yeah, it's good times.
Snow is a little green. It definitely isn't that green. It looked like snow was trying to push up, but then we hit some resistance there. So
yeah. Hey, did you see body? That's coming along nice.
Yeah, there's some. How do you see that going forward? Do you see a continuation here?
It's tough to say, right? It's got to get through all this bag holder garbage, right? I'm in here too. I'm at 199 because I started building this down in November. Very patiently though. So we build these down nice and slow. There's a lot of potential for a quick run on this, but I'm not going to marry it because it doesn't have a whole bunch of potential. But it is a good slow trade. I just put my third buy in. I think it was 129 or something. It was down in this box when I saw a shorter term confirmation on that away from this bottom. You guys can see this bottom is down here 91 cents, and I bought 30 cents above that basically. So I'm not trying to get the absolute bottom on these longer swings, and it's okay to let something pull up if you're trading it on a higher time frame, rather than trying to continually poke the bottom and see which one of these red candles is right. Because you're only going to know that after it's right, after it validates.
Also, some insider trading. I did update you along the way, but I think there was 2 days that they were buying shares. So
it was a good time to look at that stock.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I saw that alert when you added your second buy, I think it was. So when you swing trade, you don't have to make a position so quickly. I feel like the first time you bought it was maybe 2 months ago, or maybe
it was November, maybe 6 months ago.
Maybe longer. Yeah, that was your first buy. And then, 6 months later, he's still in it, first buy, not really overcommitted whatsoever, and then decides to put out second buy.
Yeah, my first buy was... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That was perfect. No, that was perfect.
Yeah, my first buy was up here at 308. It was right after this gap when I started to find some support initially, I think it was, or maybe it was on the way down, somewhere in this range, right? And then my second buy, I think, was 210 or 211 or something like that. So it was down here, somewhere around there. This was my bigger buy, was in this range, the 210, 211 area. And then I just put my third buy in. So this was a 10% buy, this was a 30% buy, and this was my 20% buy. So now I'm 60% in, and my average is down here at like 199 or something like that. So, this is kind of how I build them down, and I'm saving that last 40% for when I see it break above these highs. There goes NVIDIA. Whew.
Ooh.
Just in case, I see a good strong confirmation, but I don't have to put it in, and that's the best part about this. Kind of figured this was going to be a longer setup because it's a gap down, and we didn't get the bounce that we like to see. So there's no point in chasing that, right? So you just build it down nice and slow, let the trend tell you what to do, and just give it space. It's just like a relationship. You can't get all up in its face all the time and expect it to end well. Gotta let it breathe. Wow, look at that. Let's look at the 1 minute. That was a hard sell-off. Oh, there's Patrick. What's going on, bud? How was your day?
There's some recovery, a little recovery there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tick chart. If you guys are interested in this. There we go. Uppy, uppy. You ever use the tick chart?
Oh, man. If I have to resort to using the tick chart, I just quit trading. If that was the only thing available. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Let's see the tick chart. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh,
not so bad. So I turned on Heikin-Ashi candles.
Yeah.
What's up?
No, that doesn't look so bad.
No, it's not bad at all. So yeah, I put on Heikin-Ashi candles so we can see the lines between the dashes, because if I don't, it just looks like that. It's just like Morse code. We can also use baseline, and this is typically what people use, is either baseline with some sort of valuation point. So if I were to say, watch this 160 level and then compress the price down, I could watch this level for for breaks above that level and stuff. But I'm not going to do that because I don't use the baseline for these. But we can also use the regular line chart. We can use the area chart. It's a popular one for this. But I prefer the Heikin-Ashi because I can see these highs and lows a little bit more defined. So that's good stuff. And these,
yeah, definitely, those candles are definitely the best to use.
Yeah.
On this kind of, it's like someone's painting.
Yeah, it's like a earthquake. It's like a seismograph or an EKG.
That's what it does. Yep, that's exactly EKG.
If this were an EKG, you'd probably not be in good health right now. Just throwing it. I don't see any. Oh, here we go. So let me look at the volume. Meow, 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 meow. All right, I'm gonna grab a small piece right here. Yeah, right here. 154.30. I got filled at. Let me draw that line. And again, it's just the same concept here. 150. Oh, let me draw that real quick. This is just a quick pop. At 156.25 is going to be my target. That's where I'm going to lock in 75%. Wow, that was quick. Didn't get filled yet. It's 25 cents shy. And these are just quick scalps. It's not anything that's, there we go, filled. Not going to try to hold these for super huge profits and stuff like that. You guys see how quick I was in and out of that. I don't anticipate this getting back up to the 50.61.8. But let's watch it. This is on the 1 minute chart too, so take that with a grain of salt. So here's the bearish retrace, quote unquote, loading zone, which is a huge psychological trap, so don't fall for that. And above this, we have a bullish threshold. So if we can get back up here, we'll see a lot more confidence in the bulls, but we don't see that. So, but we did grab this candle. So we got a little 1.5% profit on that. So that's 2 for 2.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, we played Snowflake. It wasn't as good as last time. You remember it dropped like $60 the last time around. Yeah, that was good. But I feel like the Snowflake one was much better than, say, a NVIDIA.
There's algo. Zone recovery. So this is a potential trap. We could try another scalp right here, 154. Let's see if I can get filled or not. I don't think it's gonna. Nope, didn't get filled yet. I'm shooting for 154.20, but I need to see it hit that level if it's gonna hold up. But I don't think it's not looking good here. Nope, that's going down. Scratch that. So no entry, no trade. That was it was like 1 to 1.5% depending on where you got filled on that little scalp right there. That was 1.22 and then up to there. So whatever that is, I think I got like 1.46 was the last number I saw on it. Okay, so we're gonna watch this level 2 because we're starting to get some contention down here. But I don't quite see the strength I want.
Ah, Patrick got the cup. Oh, well, I'm glad that you like it.
Yep, 153.88. I'll just have to mark it at 153.90.
Let me see what earnings they had.
And this is super tight stop, guys. So if you're trying to trade along with this, you don't want to be hanging out in these too long. Drops below like 152, I'm out. Actually, yeah, let me draw that out. No. Come on, let me stretch it out. There we go, my boy. 154.12. Get it. So that's going to be my stop right there, 151.96. Target one is going to be 155.83. And that's a very high risk trade, so be very careful. We're playing a beat down on earnings, so be very careful here. And if you have a smaller account, I wouldn't recommend touching this. If it were me, I definitely wouldn't. Yeah. Is that a Disney movie?
Sorry, man. Yeah.
No, it's a.
Of course it is.
Keeps me going.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's what keeps me going through the day.
That's right. And you guys also realize the kind of range that we're trading with here. It's at the very. We can't guarantee this is the bottom, right? But this is a very dangerous area because it's after a large impulse. So you got to be really, really careful with this stuff. So 151.96 is my stop on this. And you guys can see it's roughly 1-to-1 risk reward here because I don't want to be too crazy with it. Oh, excuse me. Let's go to 3 minute real quick just to see what we're dealing with. Yeah, it's a little tight here. Risking 1% for basically 1%. So it's almost a 1-to-1 risk reward. The anticipation, though, is that we're going to lock in about 75% of that here, right? And then let a small piece of that ride if the bounce continues. If we don't see the bounce continue, there's no point in staying in the trade, so we can just dump it. Up snow down here as well. So just like with this one, right? Sorry. Get a little worked up here. And it might be tempting to try to add more to your position down here when it's doing this little fluttering. I wouldn't recommend doing that because this is a precursor usually to explosions. But again, you got to consider the overall trend here. And there's no point in increasing your risk exposure if you're already down here. There's no point in adding more to it. So got to avoid the FOMO. Don't fall into those traps because that's what gets people caught up, and especially on $167, $170 stock or $150.
Well, the earnings from NVIDIA were actually good earnings. Again, they were solid earnings. They beat estimates. They beat revenue estimates. Mm-hmm. They just are on the lower side for the Q2 revenue forward guidance. The estimate is 8.4 billion, and they're estimating 8.1. So that's why we're getting this effect in the stock price. We got good earnings, but bad forward guidance.
And that's always, it's the iron triangle, right? It's either the earnings hits, misses, or it's the analyst stuff, or it's the forward guidance, right? It's always a combination of those.
Yep.
There we go.
One we played this morning that was really nice to play. Was
It's like gonna give me 3
Dick's
cents.
Sporting Goods.
Oh yes. That's funny. All right, so we hit 156. So we hit the target on that one as well. So 75% of my position is now locked in. It's been hovering there for a little bit of time. So now again, the certainty of this part of the trade is over. So we need to reduce position size. It's very tempting again to be greedy here and say, oh, it's going to be run, and it's not always a guarantee. The 9 times out of 10 probability ended right there. Okay. So, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I know you're like talking about dicks.
No, I'm used to that, bud.
That's okay.
That's why we work so well.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's great. There's no dead space.
Fantastic. So no, what was I saying? Totally forgot what I was saying now.
You're talking about dicks.
Rudely interrupted. Oh, dicks, man. I did. Okay, so we had a combination there. The same. Look at the video push now.
Yeah.
We had the same thing with dicks. They are great. They smash earnings. Forward guidance was terrible, right? So what happens with the stock price? It drops from $72 to $56.
Yeah.
Right? So okay, we're gonna drop now because forward guidance is terrible, and that's what investors care about. So after that overreaction, it went from $56. Okay, you can cut me off if you need to.
Sorry. I was just going to say this.
I feel it. I feel it in the air. You're about to cut me off. So go ahead.
I was going to draw it, and I was going to make a little note so I didn't have to cut you off. I was going to say this candle right here is a huge red flag. So if it doesn't break over this 50 line here, past this, if it doesn't clear this shakeout, it's not going back up. So got to be careful. The reason I say that is because we had very healthy volume or very healthy price action on low volume. And then we have a lot of contention here on almost, 30% more volume. So we need to be very careful here. I'm just going to erase these fibs as well.
I know, man. I loaded Snowflake right here at 111.
Yeah.
Aiming for 114. We already hit the target already. So I'm seeing if we can get to that 116 level on Snowflake next.
Okay. Well, I'm officially bearish on this now. I say we get a new low. I'm just kidding. We probably will, though. But I'm out of it. I locked in all my profits right here. So I don't want to try to risk it anymore. I don't care if it goes up higher. I've eliminated my risk exposure. No longer have confidence in a long position, so I don't need any risk. Because I don't want to get my profits back. So, that was good. I'm done.
Yeah. So until I was rudely interrupted, we played dicks from like 58. I said to people in premium, I said, watch it on the bounce. $58 it was, and it went from 58 to green that same day. It went from 58 to I think $82. So that was a great play. One of our members was saying this: if you bought the calls when we said in our live stream to buy calls, it went up. I think they said about 5,000% within like 30 minutes. So that's pretty insane. Pretty insane, man.
Yeah. Look at that.
So I like these overreaction plays. Yeah, look at that. Wow.
That's good stuff. You know where we're not going to see that? NVIDIA. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, probably not. Actually, no, the earnings were good. It's just the guidance. We may get pushed tomorrow. I would rather wait to pre-market, see what happens, and then go from there.
Well, that's the way to play these, right? You wait until the impulsiveness wears off. You wait till the sellers back off a little bit. Figure out which direction it's going to go. Let that kind of pressure dissipate, and then when there's like a nice lull in volume, you start watching it closely, and then when the volume starts to step back in, then you maybe find a trade. But you don't want to try to fight what's there, right? That's why we're just doing little bounces. And you guys saw once it started reacting to that 50% level, I lost confidence in it. So I have no desire to trade this right now. And if you counter these, right, if you draw these, because these apply in all directions here, you had a 25% pullback to the downside already. So that pullback is over. So it's just in a mix. So I don't want to get caught up in that. So I pulled my money out. Easy beat. That was like 3.2%, I think it was, something like that. It's good times. But yeah, I like earnings plays. Oh, you're muted, bud.
Muted. My bad.
So I looked at,
I muted it on the mic.
I was like, it's really quiet. And I looked over and I saw you
Yeah.
talking. I was like, oh,
No, I'm looking at D-Dog as well.
oh,
I think D-Dog is down 6%.
yeah.
I don't see any earnings right now. So I'm looking at this one and I'm looking at NTNX, which is down 26%.
Okay.
All
Ooh,
on
wow.
earnings. That's what it's all on, earning
Yeah.
reports. So
Okay.
So I'm looking at these tomorrow. I won't be really playing them today because there's not much volume. I just stick to Snow and the video at the moment.
Absolutely. Is that 14? Ooh, yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's one I would watch. Man, this is crazy. Williams Sonoma is one that had earnings up 18% after hours on earnings, which is shocking to me that they beat earnings, Williams
Right.
Sonoma. So that's pretty interesting. And that's green up 18%, which is nice. But yeah, I would definitely that NTNX. They
Yeah.
beat earnings. They beat
So this one's already
earnings.
almost to that 25% pullback.
Beat earnings. Revenue was a beat by 5 million. So yeah, there was positives out of the earnings, and I'm sure the reason why it dumped is guidance.
Yeah.
So
All right. That's good
that's
stuff,
what
man.
we can get. Yeah. So I want a little rundown there. So hopefully understood what I was saying in this accent.
What?
What? What are you saying?
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
What else we got here?
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, it's been a busy day. I wish I could have traded more.
Video. Okay. Okay, NVIDIA plunges on Q2 forecast, misses expectations on Russia and China issues.
I am watching this one, WE. It's WeWork. It's not the best, strictly technical.
Yeah.
However,
Actually, I had that on my watch list too.
oh, did you?
I
don't
do
like
have
the
this
flow.
on my watch list.
But
But
yeah,
it's coming up to a resistance again. So
yeah, I'm just looking for channels or a breakout. That's it.
I play the breakout. If it doesn't break out, I short it.
Yeah, that's always good in these too, right? These weird ones at IPO, and then they do like funky
SPAC,
stuff.
wasn't it? SPAC deal or something.
Yeah,
like a reverse merger.
Yeah.
Oh, NVIDIA pushing.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's touching that 50% level. Let's predict a target here.
I predict
Oh,
we're gonna go to 159.90.
Okay. Oh, you want to pick one for the upside?
Oh, you want to pick one for the downside, huh?
Yeah.
I think 160. We're gonna hit 160.
Okay.
And then we're gonna get slammed down.
All right. Yeah, let's see where this bad boy lands us. 160.76. And then that'll put us down here at 151.17.
There's 160. 160 was here. And also, I feel like Snowflake all it needs is a little bit more volume, push it up a little bit to that 116, that second target I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Let's go Snowflake.
60. Come on. Let's push over 160 now. Going once, going twice, 160.
It's stacked bullish. Let's see, we got a trapdoor at 158. Yeah, I mean, it should go up. It's all these algos. This is not retail traders doing this, guys. This is all bots. They're fighting. Jimmy Jean Baptiste. NVIDIA had earnings. So we traded a couple bounces on it, and we traded a bounce on Snow, and it was a good stream so far. There we go. Now we're starting to get some watch this. 25.19. There's a feeler wall. So they're probably setting up for accumulation. Still got that trap at 158 though. Try testing. I'm going to get rid of this for now because we don't need it till it turns around. Yeah, it's starting to shift over. So here's kind of that ebb and volume, right? So we just had a major surge, heavy contention right here at this level. It's 159.75, 160 level. Now we're waiting for the volume to kind of figure out where it wants to go. It is stacked bullish, so it should be going up, but until we get that trifecta, right? We like to see acceleration, order size, and mix of red, white, and green here. That's the one thing we're missing is that jet fuel, right? Or rocket fuel. So until we see that.
That's very expensive rocket fuel.
It is, yeah. But until we see that, we're not getting over that 160 level. So you can see these walls here on the bid side are kind of, they're just lurking, right? I mean, they're set up for a run. I don't know what the holdup is.
Looks like it wants to go green. That's what it looks like. As soon as it gets above this level, I could see it really pushing back to that 164 area.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's got
above here.
Yeah, I'm short-term bearish on it until it gets over there, and then I'll change my mind. Yeah, I see a couple of traps here on the bid wall, so I'm just I'll stay bearish on it for now. But technically, this should be going up. Yeah, like how I gave myself an out there either way. Oh, yeah. Snowflake. Snowflake, fix your price, man.
Snowflake.
Oh, it's getting ready to do something.
Going on out there?
Nothing else.
Maybe you can ask the audience what kind of candle this is. Maybe we can do some candlestick.
That's right.
Questions.
That's right. Let's do it. Who can tell me?
Come on, let's wake them up.
We're gonna draw some candles here.
Yeah, there we go. While we wait.
1, 2. All right. Who can tell me what this candle is? First one to answer correctly gets a hot pocket.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I'll mail it to your house in a bag. Oh, here we go. So
there we go. Come on, push.
Acceleration. We got a couple threshold tests here. They're adding to them. That's good.
Good answer.
A big one. Oh, top got it.
Top's on top of everything, anyways.
On top.
Top is on top of everything.
Yeah, there's a candle. Here's top right there. That's true. It's a Mariposa. It's a bald candle. So there's no wick, and it's a very long body. So good job. In this case, it's a bullish Mariposa. All right, so we'll put this one aside.
Okay, so now we have Twitter also pushing after hours. Twitter is up 6.7%.
Ooh.
Up to it hit $41 now, down to 39.
Nice.
Sorry, just want to update you on that one. Let me see if there's any news. Why?
Now who can tell me what it is?
I don't see no news.
I'm testing all the PBU kids right now. What is this candle right here now called?
Elon Musk revised feud with Bill Gates.
Oh boy, again?
Yeah. Talking crap about him now.
Oh god. Yeah, top is a shooting star.
He's got allegations of backing dark money funds. That's what Elon accuses him of.
Oh, it's going to be legal team versus legal team on that one.
Okay, so Twitter is moving up. It's up 6%. This has definitely been a fun market recap. There's so much going on.
Yeah. I think you're the only one talking about the market.
What are the colors? NTNX pushing up. It's up to 16 now. So that one's trying to recover a little bit now. So
Beautiful. So yeah, hit that 25% pullback. See, this is how consistent it can be, guys. It's not a guarantee every time, but when the setup presents itself, it's usually a pretty good opportunity.
Did you see Debo over here with the answer? Debo Hammer.
Yes,
That's what it is.
Debo Hammer.
Dolphin bullish.
All right. So you are correct. Good job. Now, what's that? This is very lazy drawing. I don't want to draw anything twice. What's this pattern called? See, this is fun.
See? I told you it would be.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I can give you guys a hint.
Oh,
it's bearish.
It is. Yep. That's true. It's a 2-candle pattern.
Oh, the video is trying to fall off here.
Yeah. It failed 158. That's where one of the traps was. At 154.91. And then we can come on down to my target. All right. Does anybody know what this one is? That's the Harami. Is it the Harami? Is it bearish Harami? Good job. Man, Debo's killing it. I don't know who's my favorite now. I'm just kidding. Oh, Lee has abandoned us. Okay. All right. Good job. Good job. Let's see. Someone's been paying attention. What about this? What's that all about? It's okay if you don't know that one. Actually, you know what? To make it, yeah. So why don't we just make it a little bit more? There, we'll make it a little bit more familiar. What's that? Patrick, you're not my favorites on Saturday. Oh, I made the wrong word plural there. Wow. You're not my favorite on Saturdays. No, seriously, you guys are awesome. Like Top, Debo, Patrick. Like I have a list of people that I'd like to pay attention to, because you guys are the ones that are here and they're going to be successful. You're asking the right questions and you're engaged. And then there's Lee over here.
You can pay attention to the two. I pay attention to the other thousands for you. Okay, mate?
All right. I multitask.
Okay, so did we get this one right?
Nobody gave me an answer on this one yet. Maybe I got to move it up a little bit. That's getting clogged.
No, Debo did give you an answer.
Oh, not for this one.
Did he not? Was that one for the last one?
He gave me the bearish Harami, yeah. Bearish separating, not quite Top. You got the idea, though. Nope. Remember, Debo, we'll cover doji here in a second. Dojis are indecision candles. This is a very distinct bearish candle pattern, I should say. So we'll turn this into an education stream here real quick. Doji are indecision candles, right? So we know that there's that. We know that there's a 4-point doji where the open, high, low, and close are the same. Well, it's like I could write in Chinese on this thing if I do it small enough. And then, of course, there's the dragonfly doji and the tombstone. Oh, man, these are all jacked up because I'm trying to draw them all.
No, you're doing a very good job of it, man. It's like you know that you've done this before.
A time or two, yeah. Okay, so who can tell me the 5th and final doji here?
Which one?
The 5th and final doji.
On the right, all the way to the right?
No, not what they are. I just wanted which one's missing
okay.
from this family of doji.
Well, this may be a tough one for them.
Ba, 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 ba.
Let me get that music for you.
All right. Hit him with the Jeopardy.
Jeopardy
Debo, you're right. This is a bearish kicking candle. Good job. Top, you were close. It was a bearish, and I know you're in Belgium, so I understand the language difference there. Yeah, it's called a bearish kicker because it's offset. That was good though.
As in England, you can call it a bearish trainer.
That's right. Oh man.
Okay, that was good, man. That's good. We got some education in here, live trading and market recap all in one. We are perfect. We're good at this.
That's right. We're checking all the boxes. We hit everything.
That's
all right,
it.
guys. Who wants to live trade for me? Just take over. Oh yeah, we covered SEC filings a little bit too. A little bit.
Did we?
Well, I pulled one up on the stream.
Did you do it on this stream?
Yeah, when I was talking about the earnings being released the night before.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
Yeah.
Not really paying attention over here.
It's a marathon. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So on top and high. Yeah. So really quick, does anyone know the fifth and final doji here? I'll give you guys another. Well, I'll give you like a minute because it takes a little bit for YouTube. So if this clock down here says 16:53 and I don't have an answer in the chat, I'll cry. But I understand. I get it. It's okay. But also, if you guys have any questions, throw them in the chat. That's enough emotional manipulation from me. How are my paper planes doing? There's no volatility on these. That's awesome. Well, let's take a look at NVIDIA here. We got some bigger orders floating through now. Now that all the craziness has died down. Debo, so we are guessing the missing one other than those four. Yes, that is correct. Wherever you'd like to place it. It can be over here, it can be over here, it can be down here, it could be up here. That may or may not have been a hint, but wherever you want to place it.
You know what I need to do? Okay, yeah, snowflake hit target.
Talking about you, Snowflake.
Yeah, we're so infatuated by you. We just talk about you non-stop.
It's the market recap Fubo stream.
Non-stop, just all about Snowflake.
Yep. We got Snowflake pulled up here. We're drawing little snowflakes on the chat, on the graph. Ooh, Debo. Debo, are you Googling? I'm just kidding. It's good stuff. Long-legged doji, you are correct. Good stuff, sir. That is the long-legged doji. Roughly, it's a little crooked now. Yeah, that's good stuff. So these are all indecision candles, but as we know, these two specifically can be used as reversals if they confirm, right? This implies heavy contention with volatility. This implies consolidated contention if there's volume, and this implies either a lack of volume or a heavy contention if there's volume. Oh, I'm sorry. Does that help? My mistake. I didn't. There you go. I'm sorry, guys. I should have made that bigger. Probably would have made it easier to draw, too. My dragonfly's all bug-eyed and stuff. There we go.
All right, so we got NVIDIA trying to test that level again.
Yeah, crash and burn, baby. I'm just kidding.
Not on my watch.
Well,
James has already added me into his earning lotto call.
He did.
He didn't even get my approval to add my name into it. He says, "Oh, this was approved by James, Amy, and Lee." And I told him, I said, "Just don't do it yet." And he's like, "Too bad, I put your name attached to it." So I was like, "Oh, fantastic."
That's amazing.
Fantastic.
I'm going to watch the tick chart real quick because this is getting real interesting. So here's the 160 level. Let me just draw this line. that's what's got to break. And there's a test right here at 159.85. So basically, we need to see X number of orders filled within this range before they release it to the upside. So we'll watch this tick chart here. I'll put the Heikin-Ashis back on. So this is the zone that needs to, this is the threshold right here. It needs to be broken. Oh, this is exciting stuff. There's a level down here at 159.12 or 25.
By the way that this chart is looking, it's like it's tanking or something, but it really isn't because it's on the tick chart, you know?
Yeah.
So, oh, it's dropping. There it goes. It's tanking, but then boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. So yeah, the 159.85 wall got stripped. So let's watch the 159.50 wall now. So let's draw that out. I think that's going to get pulled. 2,000 shares right here. So these are little feeler walls. Watch them get decimated, and then this will probably get added to and then pulled if it sells enough of those shares, or if it fills enough of these orders within a given period of time. We can watch this. This is pretty fun. So these two little walls here are little feeder walls. They just tell us whether or not it. Well, they tell the algo whether or not it's worth it to let this order get attacked, right? So they put a couple in here just to see how strong the volume is. And if enough of these get filled, they'll probably pull all these out at the same time. They're just kind of walking the price down. They'll pull these all at the same time, and they'll add it to this this order right here, this wall. And then if enough of this gets filled over a certain period of time, it's a very short period of time, it doesn't have to be anything significant, then they usually pull the big wall. But we need to see some intention here. So we have a like a 60-70 cent spread on this. That's why you're seeing the price go drastically up and down like that. So let's go ahead and add the same ticker because this will be fun. And we'll do 1 minute chart. Whoops. NVDA. And then we'll just watch this happen because I feel like this might happen to the upside.
I'm seeing, I'm looking over the profit channel, and yeah, I can really get stuck in this channel sometimes, but there's some great profits. We had a member first play that she played since joining last week, Amajama, on the firm calls. She made, I believe, like 30% on that. So that's fantastic. And then Snowflake over here with a 498% banger. Jeez. On Patrick with his buckle. I think I don't know if he played a strangle or something with buckle. Maybe it was some calls. But yeah, that was a great profit right there. Congrats to Snowflake for that. And it's so funny, I'm reading comments here saying that they were up 89% yesterday in the whole portfolio, and then only 20% up today. And I'm thinking 20%, this is what people get. Like, they get less than 20% a whole year when they have someone managing their money for them.
So, yeah, you can get like 0.7% up to like maybe 3% if they're aggressive, and then they're going to take like 2/3 of that.
Yeah, and 20% in just a day is absolutely perfect, man. Just congratulations on that. And then 89% yesterday. So fantastic stuff.
And now you got to keep those profits. Don't just give them back. So that's where risk management, position size management. That way you're making sure that you're not just getting rewarded for taking crazy risks. So if you can lock in those profits and keep them, that's much healthier, much safer. And that's how you become profitable long term. So good stuff.
Yep.
I do got to go.
Yep, of course. We leave these trades hanging till next
every
week.
time.
But yes, I think that we're gonna hopefully we get Snowflake pushing here. It just needs to get above this 115.97, and then we're gonna hopefully push a little bit more there.
What do you mean?
So,
oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Snowflake.
Yeah, we're just watching this level and see if it can get above it. And that's a VWAP as well. If you guys, it's so funny that VWAP does line up to a lot of things, and that's what's it's holding it down.
Yeah, absolutely. Boom, rejected.
But now, do you want to talk about the market? You want to say the market recap now, or
yeah?
are you done? Are you done for the day?
So yeah, we some things went up, some things went down today. It was a day. It was certainly a day.
Wow.
No, I think we had a pretty good day in the market.
Yeah, I think SPY really hasn't dropped off or anything after hours. I think SPY is holding up.
I'm gonna grab some more right here at 158.25, 158.30 ish. So I'll let you guys simmer on that for a while.
Yep, till next week when he updates you about it.
That's right. So right here, bam. Oops, gotta draw a vertical line. Oh, it's so hard to do in a tick chart. Oh, it's disappeared. All right, guys. Yeah, I will see you there.
All right.
I'm gonna have a tight stop on this. So obviously, if you trade along, trade it with your own risk, and make sure you follow your plan. And I'm gonna shoot for 160-ish if I can.
Oh,
there we go. Well, yeah. So hopefully, yeah, we got to end the stream before it hits target. So I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see you.
All right, everyone. Thanks for hanging out, and goodbye.
Have a good night, guys.